Dragon Ball Super, for example, had some of the worst anime art I've seen in a long time. We're always going to find those kinds of examples and say AI art can improve it, blah, blah, blah. Look how much effort went into making those dinosaurs out of a combination of early CGI technology and puppetry with Phil Tippett. Half the reason why I like that movie is because I'm impressed by how they made it. I don't think that goes away. I don't think AI art is going to replace that part of how people relate to a work of art.
Can you masturbate to it? Like if you see
no,
the Ushikushi,
you can't? I could. I haven't.
You haven't. But like if you're back into your 18s, right? Like you just graduated, you're 18, right? And there's like nothing in the house. There's just a picture of an AI succubus, right? Would you be able to masturbate to it?
Of course.
Okay, so then it sells, right? Like then it's a commercial product that sells. I do think it's good.
Now this kind of, I don't know if you saw this tweet, but it was making the rounds on Twitter yesterday, day before. So it's from Shadiversity, YouTuber. I love his channel, by the way. He's really dope, like sword, I know historical stuff. Anyway, he says this about it: AI art. Okay, art in many ways has been dead for a long time. Just look at the slop in modern art galleries. AI art is bringing back quality in art and giving us more of it. What are your thoughts on this quote, V?
I don't think in the entire existence of human history have we seen ugliness being promoted. Like, ugliness, I mean, the modern version of artists, they believe that there isn't such a thing as beauty, and there is no such thing as objectivity in art, right? Like, they will always say that art is subjective.
Yeah.
And it's not true. Like, for example, if you have an orchestra that sings out of sync, that's objectively something that you shouldn't do. Because there are objective standards.
Of course there are.
Yeah. My objective standard is that I am shit at art. I cannot create anything. So if I can replicate the stuff that I see, then it's shit. Okay.
I agree with that. I don't have an issue with Shad saying that AI art is cool, because I think the technology, I think the technology is very, very, very cool. I have seen beautiful, like aesthetically beautiful AI art. I have.
Can you masturbate to it? Like if you see
no,
the Ushikushi,
you can't? I could. I haven't.
You haven't. But like if you're back into your 18s, right? Like you just graduated, you're 18, right? And there's like nothing in the house. There's just a picture of an AI succubus, right? Would you be able to masturbate to it?
Of course.
Okay, so then it sells, right? Like then it's a commercial product that sells. I do think it's good, right? I can't masturbate to the thing that's $15.3 million though. Like I just can't.
Oh yeah. Well, what about this?
That is fucking good. Click on it. Right. I don't like the face.
But the composition is very good.
You give it a newspaper to read, and that's a 10 out of 10 wife.
And look, I think Shad touched this up because he said in the comments, this is a touch up. Like he actually, it didn't look like that. And he added to it because he's an artist, and he added to it, laid the background, and he changed the hand and everything. But somebody says that the banana taped to a wall is more valuable than AI art. Okay, now.
Okay, so like realistically speaking, yeah, it is more valuable because it's $120,000.
Yeah,
it is de facto more valuable.
But it says emotional value in that's what he is responding to.
Oh, get emotional the fuck value. Dude, I will take that piece of art on Twitter and I will tell all of those Tumblr artists that shit is going to replace them, and I'm going to spring so many emotions out of them you wouldn't believe.
I know, and it's embarrassing that they're pretending that they would rather have a banana on their wall than fucking their favorite anime waifu. But I want to defend his position, but at the same time, he's also making weird claims. Like he says, which I can't really defend. He says AI art is bringing back quality in art, and I'm just like, there was never a lack of quality in art. Artists are fucking based. They will always be based. They're not going away. Let me ask you this question: if you went to an anime convention, right? And there was have you ever been to an art gallery at an anime convention?
Yeah.
And there's like all these artists, and there's they're selling their art prints. Let's say Jimbo Box. I don't know if you know who he is, but he worked for like Udon and Capcom and Street Fighter. Fucking amazing artist. But let's say he was standing there selling his Kami art, right? In like this badass like pose and everything. And right next to him was a machine that printed out an AI art of a similar, not the exact same one, but like a similar character. Would you feel more compelled to buy the AI art or the person art?
Okay, let me.
If you're spending your own
But
money.
yeah, you beautifully constructed like the perfect scenario where I will have to say that I will get the artist's art, right? But like, let me put it another way: you walk into an art museum, and then like my question is like, do you want the banana on the wall or do you want the or hell?
Okay.
Have you seen like Western cartoons? Do you not think they would get an improvement from AI art, like the CalArt shit?
I use a software called Dreams, which is a 3D. It's like Blender, but it's on the PS5. It's very, 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 very easy to sculpt things. Just because it's easier to do and it's providing me all the tools, and I'm not an artist, but I can make really cool sculptures. Does that make the art less valuable? I don't think so.
I think
like,
what Shad Diversity is saying is beautiful. Right? Like
well,
that's what he means by value. Like obviously, any CalArt drawing is not going to compare to that ugly Supergirl with big tits.
I agree. We're always going to find examples. Like Dragon Ball Super, for example, had some of the worst anime art I've seen in a long time. We're always going to find those kinds of examples and say AI art can improve it, blah blah blah. But the other thing we can't ignore the fact that it's just more. Like I said, if I had a choice between, an artist selling their prints and and an AI art.
No, I get you.
I would rather have the artist. It's just more meaningful.
Let's flip it out a bit. Like, imagine 10 years from now how the AI art is.
I don't know if it looks good, I'll put it on my wall. That's not what I'm saying. But are we ever gonna put AI art in a museum? No, we're not. Unless you have an AI art museum. But like, when I think of art, like I'm a movie guy, okay? I consider films art, like 2000, like Stanley Kubrick, The Shining, Clockwork Orange, 2001. Half the reason why I love these movies and Jurassic Park, like, I consider it art because you know what? Look how much effort went into making those dinosaurs out of a combination of early CGI technology and puppetry with Phil Tippett. Half the reason why I like that movie is because I'm impressed by how they made it. And that's like, I'm being serious. Like, same with Stanley Kubrick. When I watched 2001, I just watched it the other day when the Jupiter and Venus were like, there was like this conjunction or something in space. Like they were lined up. Anyway, I'm not a fucking astrology person, but I watched it just for fun. And I was so impressed by how he fucking made that movie. And like half of it was just me admiring him as a director. I think, and same thing with art, I don't think that goes away. I don't think AI art is going to replace that part of how people relate to a work of art. Same thing with like old Greek sculptures and shit. You know what I mean? I just don't think that kind of emotional. I think
it will replace some talentless people. I mean, speaking of Romania Chan, who I think she's still listening, right? Like, she's a great artist, amazing. Like, she's not worried about the AI art, but like I do know other people who are like CalArts level, and they are pissing themselves over this, right? So it depends. But like, think about it this way: with AI art, you can now create your own comic book. I mean, in the future, not right now.
I know, dude. That's exciting. No, that is exciting. I agree. That's fucking awesome. Because
so you will be like, everyone will be able to just create their stuff and.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. I don't know if you know what Dreams is. It's a PS5 game made by Media Molecule. So they did Little Big Planet. You probably know what that is.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, except like Little Big Planet, people could make their own video game levels, but Dreams, people can make their own anything. Like, I make sculptures in Dreams, basically. I can show you. People made a Sonic game in Dreams that looks better than Sonic Frontiers. I'm not joking. This is me making a lightning bolt. It's super fucking easy. All I do is scribble a line, and then I change the texture and like the consistency. And then I go over, put it behind him, and then I make it glow, and it's fucking lightning.
Cool. Yeah.
And then here's the final product.
Yeah, it looks really great. Yeah.
I think it looks fun, and I based it off a Nintendo amiibo. That's cool. What you were saying about untalented people being able to do stuff they've always wanted to do, that is incredible. That's why AI is fucking awesome, and these kinds of technologies. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah,
I agree. But that doesn't have to take anything away from an artist who does it by themselves. And if anything, it's like okay, I'm looking at my wall right now. I have a Zelda poster from a magazine. I have a bunch of art prints: Pacific Rim, Princess Mononoke, Cowboy Bebop, you know, it could just be AI art on my wall. Like it wouldn't really be that much of a difference really for me because I just like the characters, you know, and I kind of just like being a nerd. Tech will advance people are usually okay with it until it comes for their progressions.
I mean, imagine if there's an AI that can do video editing.
Yeah.
I mean, you already can use ChatGPT to come up with thumbnail ideas as well as titles for your video.
Yeah.
So you may have like at one point an AI that does video editing. Like you can just tell it like, okay,
yeah,
I want
but
you to have like this head on this character. I want you to come up with the music for this video. Yeah, why not?
I don't know about memes though, because memes are so esoteric that
dude, like
no,
you're wrong. Like character AI was able to crack jokes that would make you laugh hysterically. Like for example, the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, right? Like it would create funny situation and meme-worthy moments. So
right,
no,
do you think language is different than audio visual, or do you think AI can just handle all of it?
It depends on the AI. Like there's different AIs for all the things. But yes, there is an AI for language, one for visuals. You can mix them. I mean, you can definitely have an AI that recognizes pictures and at the same time can talk to you.
Fuck. Well, that's why I'm doing live stream, because they can't mimic. Well, fuck, now there's VTuber AI.
You got, you got Neurosama. There was another VTuber AI which got banned. It was, what was
damn it.
The Seinfeld one. But no, like, think about it this way. I can customize a waifu, and I can have her as my co-host. And then I can just bounce ideas off her. You know, I can ask her, like, what do you think about such and such? And she can just browse the internet and instantly give me a response. She can interact with the chat. Like she would know everyone in the chat by name and what did they say last time they were watching the stream. You know, and you can have one as a co-host, and it's
fuck. Dude.
Anyway, right? Thanks for having me. I had fun, and
dude. Thanks for coming.
I
appreciate it. Bye, buddy. Bye. I don't know. I'll have to sit with the concept of AI video editing, because then we're talking about AI cinema and like movies and television and anime and stuff. And I don't know how I feel about that, because it's kind of scary. But like, guys, I was trying to make this point. This is what I was trying to say, and this is what whatever hobby you like. Let's say I don't know what you guys watch or read or comics or whatever. I'm talking about like movies, because that's kind of my hobby. When I look at a film, you know, let's say by Spielberg or Tarantino, half of the reason, I don't know how to put a percentage on it, but like half the reason why I like the movie is because I'm the whole time watching it, like Kill Bill, I'm like, damn, how the fuck did Tarantino pull off this shot, or like some kind of like weird like wire effect, like in a fight scene in Kill Bill, like using wires. You know, Yuen Woo-ping is the choreographer. You know, like they got the guy from The Matrix, the fight choreographer, Yuen Woo-ping. They got a bunch of cool stunt guys, and they have Tarantino's a god with the camera, and it's just like all of these things go into the movie, and it's like it's just much more impressive. And I'm like, well, this is. And part of the reason why I like old like kung fu movies is it's basically all of it is like how much I respect these stunt people, you know, and the martial arts and everything. Like, let's say an AI makes a thing with a fucking, you know, live, a kung fu thing. It might be fun to watch, but I'm not gonna feel the same level of like appreciation and like, you know, fascination for like the art form. Because it's like there's no real stuntman, there's no real stunt choreography, there's no like problem solving. All that shit goes away, and it's just, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have a hard time with it. Most of the reason a movie is good is the story and visuals working in tandem. If one part sucks, yeah, that's true also. But for example, the story of Tarantino films is all about the dialogue. Most of the fucking movie is all about the dialogue, and that's Tarantino's dialogue. Now that could be copied by an AI. And it might be great, but it won't be like, oh, that's Tarantino. That's a Tarantino movie. That's a Tarantino reference. Yeah, he has a fucking reference. That's how popular he is. We're not going to be like, oh, that's you know what I mean? Like that kind of pop culture appreciation and like whatever you want to call it is just going to go away. I don't think it'll ever go away, because people are not going to stop making movies, like human people, or prosthetics. Guys, think about prosthetics, like the application of prosthetics on different people, like in Lord of the Rings, or recently with the whale and Brendan Fraser, they had to put 300 pounds of prosthetics on him. It's part of it makes the movie better. It just does. I don't know. I think people might. This guy thinks people might. What's up? I can't pronounce your name, but that's how I pronounce your name. Okay, that's how I'm pronouncing it. Once AI art gets perfected, then people are gonna get even dumber, just as our memory nowadays. Oh, you're talking about in general, not just art. Yeah, that's how calculators ruined people's intelligence with math, and it's also how the internet is ruining people's intelligence or social media or Twitter is ruining people's intelligence with finding information, not finding information, but like retaining information, things like that you have you have all this information at the tip of your fingers, just typing it into your phone. Oh, which president and abolished slavery, and then you look it up and it's like maybe Lincoln, although that's controversial right now. You know what I mean? Like, people used to have to know all that shit by heart, and people used to be geniuses. Where are our geniuses? Do we have a modern day genius, like a Plato or like a modern day like Carl Jung or something? Like, I mean, Jordan Peterson does a lot of Carl Jung like echo, like mimicry, but he would even say that he's not mimicking Carl Jung. He's just like talking about him. And he's isn't inspired by him, but he wouldn't call himself the next Carl Jung. I don't think we have any. What's happening to everybody? Everybody's becoming an NPC. We don't have any rock stars anymore. We don't have any fucking movie stars anymore, except Keanu Reeves, who was like already a movie star 20 years ago. Like, what is happening? What is happening to our world? We're becoming fake people and robots. You know what I mean? Like, what about like our poets? Who is our modern day poet? Walt Whitman? Or John Keats, or fucking, W.B. Yeats. Like, where are where are these people? Where are they? What are they doing? Where's our Charles Dickens? Where is our Shakespeare? I don't fucking know, guys. Computers ruined writing. No one on the first world country knows how to write cursive. Yeah, but fuck cursive. I just think it's gonna be fun. Of course it's gonna be fun. AI is gonna make fun stuff. And I'm gonna have fun using it if I ever figure it out. For example, I'm not an artist, and I'd rather not have to pay a fucking artist to make my comic book. I thought about this. This is why I haven't already made one and fundraised it, because it costs thousands of dollars to upfront, so you can go, hey, look at my Kickstarter. Look how cool this comic is. You have to pay an artist to put together like 10% of the comic book before you even start fundraising. Anyway, that's why it's hard to do, guys.